This is a mod I've wanted in Space Engineers for many years. Well, finally we have a version, obviously thanks to a mod in the game. This is of course Zardo's connector passageway. It's basically a docking ring in game, so you can dock ships but using a connector at the same time. Sure, one of the amazing things about Space Engineers is you can create these sealable airlocks and walk through them without wearing your helmet, so you don't die in game. But what about transferring items? Sure, you can load up your backpack and run all those connector components from the A to Z, however it does take a long time. So what if you could dock two of your ships together, walk between them, while transferring items at the same time? Well, this is where the connector passageway comes in. It operates just like a docking ring, however you can connect things through it at the same time. So today we're gonna take a look at it and see how it actually works. So this is the connector passageway right here. It's pretty plain and simple. I've just brought it on the side of this ship right now to show you how it actually works. But in a minute we'll show some docking off and how it actually works as well, so you get an idea. But you can also access the entire ship's insides for it as well. I can put what random stuff I'm carrying in there, and bang, it goes in. Also, we need to actually connect it up to the rest of the ship. But for right now, again, I've just bolted it on the end here, so it works. I'll show you the block, how it looks, just, out in space here. If I get a bit of a grey colour, here we go. So you're probably wondering, Jack, where the connection was actually lining up. So we sink it here. Boom. There we go. We can see what it looks like. Here, we've actually got our connection points. And also we've got two inside as well, which is really cool. So while being stood in here, and also we'll be walking through this, you can actually access things in here. So if you are using this on the outside of an airlock, which many will be, like my sort of, haphazard example here, you can actually access this. So you can quickly fly back, access some tool stuff, without actually having to go inside the ship, vent the atmosphere, or go through the whole airlock procedure. As if you're playing Space Engineers Survival down to the T, i.e. like following it to the T, you don't want to waste resources like oxygen or ice, you're not going to want to vent your O2 the whole time. Therefore, having a block like this is 10 times more easy accessible. Now, one thing we could do with this block is there's more variants of it planned in the future, but basically we could do a bit of a connection thing to extend these things along. So having them here on this little block is quite nice. This is a half block, by the way, so keep that in mind. If we put this down here, you can see this is a half block, as we've only got half that there, which is not too bad, but I'd prefer a full block version myself. Is actually having more of a ring so we can build these out. I think that would make more sense. As you can see over here, if I fly over to my defender, which is apparently rotating for some reason, not entirely sure why, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe the gravity's gone. I've attached on the outside here. Now as you can see, it sort of sticks out. If I colour the block, I'll put it down again, because obviously it doesn't want to colour for some reason. There we go. You can see it sort of sticks out here. Now, if I actually have to put this inside the ship, I'd have to obviously dig a hole here, which isn't too much of an ask. We haven't just vented our place in the process and put it in like that. The only issue with this variant of block now is, if I've placed it the wrong way around, is I'd have to sort of go skin, close to close combat to actually connect with this, which isn't the end of the world. It just makes it a little bit awkward. Also, if we're using half blocks on the outside of our hull, it would make a lot more sense. So if I place it here, and then we go get some half blocks, like if I just find them, where are they? We need the half ones, and I think I can use these ones, yep. We can basically demo sort of this here. So I can use the half armor slabs here to sort of do like a full shield thing. There you go. Now that matched into the hull pretty fine, and you use the half blocks like this to seal it off. That works really well. It sticks out there. However, not everyone builds with half blocks, on their ship. I use them for certain areas. I don't use them for the entire hull myself. So this will be a bit awkward. But let me demo you what it actually looks like docking the ship, so you can get a feel for that. We will choose to dock to the Exile over here to save breaking the Defender anymore. Right, we're going to attempt docking the ship together and see how it actually goes. So I did put the ship the other way around. So if I zoom out here a second while it's sort of going in there, you can see I docked it the other way around, because the ship's a bit too big to dock it. Again, if we had more rings, sort of like size stuff like that, or a bit more space there, it would make the docking procedure a lot more interesting. But we can do this. Now, will it connect is the question? It might. Oh, there we go. We just angle it a little bit more. There we go. Come on. And if I lock now. There we go. Cool. Right, if we head down to the actual airlock place, we can see what it looks like. I'm just going to teleport myself for the sake of making life easier. There we go. It's a bit dark in here for some reason. And if we walk through, boom. So obviously the downside here is we've docked at a different angle, meaning we have sort of vented and also done the airlock thing a bit weird, so I'd have to jump onto the other platform. But that's nothing new. And we go in here, boom. It would be nice if we could make these airtight in a sense, but how that's going to be done, not entirely sure. We could sort of creatively glitch, I guess, as I've just broken my door there, and actually seal this sort of area. But whether we can create an oxygen seal between connectors is unknown. It's a game, there's room for it, but I think it would just be a little bit difficult. And obviously the highlights light up in here as well, by the way. You can see these. If I undock this a minute, where is it? Unlock. There we go. You can see this turns to where it's able to connect and able to connect. Now we can connect these again, and the indication lights do actually correspond just like a normal connector would. There we go, green and green. Very nice. Pretty cool, wouldn't I say? So I'd say this is definitely one of my favorite mods on the workshop right now. It's very much a sort of decoration mod, more so than a practicality mod. However, if Zardu does add some more variants for it, it perhaps could become more improved and therefore, take a staple in survivor gameplay a bit more often. I would love it if we could actually expand how many rings we could have and that way connect for it. Even sort of connector passways like that could work really well. And obviously variants of these blocks is something Keen themselves adding right now. So if Zardo wants to do this, it'd be fantastic. I would highly recommend it, as I think it could expand the mod's playability and make it a lot more user friendly for Space Engineers survival. Either way, let me know what you think down below in the video comment section as per usual. Again, definitely one of my fun favorite mods right now. The link to the block is down below in the video description. Check it out on the Steam Workshop and do check it out. This is by Zardo. Do check out his other creations on the Steam Workshop. I believe he's got a fair few mods and it is worth checking out. He does say more variants are planned for in the future, so if we get an update on this, I'll be sure to let you know via the comment section below in a pinned comment. But for now, this is all we've got, and it's still rather fun. Alright everyone, I've been Captain Jack, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.